All right, over here in the center left, it's cross spots. The best macro Terran in the world, IMO. He is...
OGS Top.
It's MVP IMHO.
OGS Top. Gets to train with some of the best Terrans. OGS, a very big team.
Very ghosty.
I feel like they're like the Hollywood Undead. There's like so many people on there. I'm like, I don't understand. It's whenever I hear him singing, it's just Charlie Sheen. Who are all those guys, man? And music's good, but it seems like it's really big. Over here in the blue, we have
RainBOw.
Oh, we went for the prayer, but that was cute. RainBOw. This guy is very deadly. He was in the finals of Season 1. He was known in StarCraft 1 for just kind of harassing his opponent, wearing the guy down, and then eventually just coming in with one killing blow. He did that with Protoss in StarCraft 1, and he does it in StarCraft 2. Obviously, with Protoss, he was doing it with Reaver drops, and, High Templar drops. In StarCraft 2, it's more medevac drops. But, you know, people are catching up to him. I mean, back when he was kind of in his prime, I don't think people had developed as much back then.
That's
a
good way to put it.
Yeah.
You're so eloquent in the way you describe things.
Well, shucks.
Yeah.
Give me nerd chills. Gotta get my nerd blanket.
You know,
Can we just attach nerd to these nouns, like make it like it's different?
it is different.
It is different. Excuse me.
We are Renaissance nerds, Stacey.
Yeah, that's right. We're Renaissance nerds.
That's true.
Nerds good at all sorts of stuff. You know?
I wonder this game if the solidarity of top will show through.
I wonder. I wonder as well, Artosis. You are truly wise. I believe you mentioned that to me before when we were sculpting that statue of OGS MC. Because you have so many talents.
I was sculpting, and then I threw it on the ground and shattered. You're going to up and down. I won't make a statue.
Take the Code urchin. Now, in these positions, it looks like we're going to have a similar game, at least from what it would look like, from the SC and RainBOw game. You remember that?
Yeah. Well, RainBOW's making a command center instead of Blue Flame Alien, so definitely going to be quite a different game.
Oh, excuse me. I actually was looking at top screen.
Yeah, no, top is the one making that factory. But he's also getting a reactor on his barracks, so there's a decent chance that he will actually go for a Banshee build. And I'm going to say that based purely upon the placement of his factory. Now, that may be just so that RainBOW, if he scans, might not see it, but it's so far away it's going to take a lot longer to rally tanks. Starting off one base Marine tank in these far positions, I don't think is the best move. So I feel Banshee's coming.
I love Banshee play. I mean, it's really common, but you know, one thing about going for a Banshee opener is if you're like considerably better than your opponent, you will destroy them so easily too.
Yeah. It is one of those active units that you can outplay someone with.
Yeah.
It's like Mutila's
that's actually a great way to put it.
Yeah,
it's an active unit. If you have high actions per minute, you can multitask well. This
you
unit
can
you can really
outplay
take
people.
advantage of. Yeah.
That's why when you see Zerg players that want to come back, they'll either get like a bunch of infestors or a ton of mutas and just try to like run around and tax their opponent's speed and intelligence.
Yeah, exactly.
And will he get cloak? Will he do
any cloak? Any cloak?
No, Tasteless.
So far, not yet.
I don't think he's going.
No, I don't think. I think you're absolutely right. I think
he's already getting the tech lab for his factory. I think he would have stalled that a little bit if he was going to get cloak. He like just gets the tech lab, then gets cloak. No. Oh, okay. So he's actually doing the little switcheroo where he's researching Cadius reactor, so that if he gets scanned, it looks like he's getting cloak, but then he cancels it. So that's just going to be money in the bank. There he goes, a scan. Let me check if he saw. Did he see that? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, if he looks very closely, he'll see the animation on the tech lab and say, okay, that's upgrading
Green
something.
dots are flying out of the air into the tech lab, because that's what it does when it upgrades.
Those green dots allow the upgrade to get there.
In fact, he just lifts off that starport. So
Did he just cancel?
Oh, yeah, he wasn't going to get anything. That was a trick. He's a sneaky snake.
He's a sneaky snake, man.
And that's actually going to force a Raven out of RainBOW. I like that type of play, Tasteless.
Well, this is a sign of a good player, is that he's actually changing his tech pattern every time he's spotted because he knows his opponent's good enough that his opponent will react properly.
Yeah, he's even planning those type of things out.
Yeah, this is actually something I really like to do when I'm playing. But you got to be careful if you're playing against somebody who actually just doesn't pay attention to what you're doing. You're actually like canceling stuff and moving buildings around, and the other guy might just be so bad he's just going to do one thing anyways.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. So you want to be careful.
And in some rare circumstances, they will know you so well that they will actually counter what you are tricking them.
Yeah.
Things like that occur. That last one, probably not for another year or so.
Raven on the way. Never a bad idea, I think, to get a Raven and Terran versus Terran.
I think Ravens are awesome.
I don't think we see them enough, but really,
I don't think we'll ever see Ravens enough.
I don't know. I feel like with the Marines, I'm such a newbie. What is the name of that bomb that the Ravens can shoot? A seeker missile, right?
Seeker
missile.
Hunter
seeker.
Hunter,
that's right.
Or is it just seeker missile? Who knows? Tasteless.
I don't know. But I was just thinking, against these Marine balls in Terran versus Terran,
it is a seeker
you would think that the seeker missile would come in handy.
Only problem is if they run away, it hits the ground. But that might be a good way to break a tank.
Exactly.
Push.
That's what I'm talking about.
When they're standing there and you're running in, you send off a seeker missile, they have to back up.
That's what I'm
all
thinking.
Their Marines will die at once.
Yeah, you would seem like you could shoot that. Uh-oh.
All right,
uh-oh,
nerds.
I just solved the game. I just broke the game.
Tasteless just broke the game with the Tasteless build.
I didn't ask for these powers.
Marines, Siege Tanks, and Raven, that is the Tasteless build. Not originally against Terran, and now we're talking like Supreme late game. But still.
I'm going to take the credit, man.
Yeah. And he might lose that Raven. Throws up a point defense drone.
Uh-oh.
I mean, not an auto turret, rather.
Auto turret, yeah.
Wow, RainBOw,
oh my
once
God.
again falling apart. Just out of nowhere, he's like, all right. Okay.
7,
oh, no.
8.
Okay, well, RainBOw this has not been his day.
I
Guys,
actually
I promise
feel bad
he's better
for this
than
guy.
this.
Yeah. If you guys are new to the GSL, this guy was in the finals of Season 1. And,
top 4 Season 2.
Top 4, yeah. I mean, and he's a very accomplished StarCraft 1 player. So it's a bit shocking to see.
Yeah. And he played great at GSTL, but today is not his day, Tasteless.
Everybody has bad days. So
you don't have bad days.
Sometimes. Oh,
well, Top might be overextending a little bit here.
Well, he's not sieging up as quick as he should be. I don't understand that.
Tanks do very quick, high DPS out of siege mode. I actually like the fact he did siege. I enjoyed it. Right now, let's take a look at the SCVs. 37 for RainBOw, 43 for Top. Top. Well, this is kind of interesting because he hasn't had it. Oh, there it is. He is adding a second factory. Never mind. I'm like, he normally has a second factory building by now. He does. Don't worry, guys. Oh, man. There's one super
I was going to say, if you got that one over there. Okay,
nice. Snaps its neck.
Yeah, one of those medevacs had like one hit left on it.
Had about 3 Marines left, too, and he killed it. And just more damage being dealt to RainBOw.
I can't emphasize enough how strong Marine drops are. The damage per second that they deal. They can hit air units, ground units. You can stem them to deal even more damage more quickly.
This drop is actually still going on. The Marine finally died. Still killed another SCV after all that, though. Well, Top right now. Just looking so solid. He is only up by 89 supply to 75, which is actually really impressive that RainBOW's been able to keep up that much with the supply. Because it feels, to me at least, like Top is outplaying him by a pretty reasonable margin.
Well, one thing about RainBOW is he is pretty resilient.
He is resilient.
Under pressure. I feel like he's one of the guys. He reminds me actually a lot of MC in that sense. But I think RainBOW a little bit more calculated. MC a little bit cockier. You know what I mean? But, RainBOW does keep his cool under pressure. So, we have a drop. Here it comes. Over by.
He might just try to get that command center canceled. That would be
that would be so good.
It really would. I'd be like, amazing.
No,
he's just going to go for SCVs. An old standby of trying to kill your opponent's SCVs. RainBOW excels in harassment like this. Might pick up and go into the main even.
Yep.
It's a possibility.
Uh-oh. He needs to get out of there. Dude, that was so good. You see how he picked that up? The medevac hardly
took wiggled it away.
Yeah. Oh.
But it's trapped now, Tasteless.
That's a trap.
Admiral Taste Bar. Well, poor RainBOW.
Man,
they say
to
tasteless.
be totally frank, he should have gone for the command center. That would have been
no.
so much easier to escape. The top left side of the map, the ground units can't get to you.
People don't oftentimes think of that. They're like, well, you can cancel it, but you need to slow down his third base as much as possible.
He just gets his command center up that much slower. So it's,
because that's where the third base is where Terran vs. Terran gets really gross. Like, you can support so many Siege Tanks and Marines that suddenly there becomes like this stalemate position. But on two base, it's a lot harder to get into there. If you can slow it down a little bit when you're behind like RainBOw is, that's great.
Uh-oh. We're going to have an engagement. RainBOw a little bit out of position. Top may go for siege mode. Uh-oh. Now he's okay, that's so good. He forced him to siege. Now watch and learn, guys. He then, because the siege tanks are going to have to unsiege and he needs to protect the expansion, they're not going to get there in time. Yeah. That was brilliant play by Top. Top.
That was
really impressive.
But did not move up quite as much as he could have. Could have gotten into siege range of that command center. That would have been gross for RainBOw. But RainBOw going to be safe for now. Top getting his third base up and running beautifully.
I can't believe RainBOw actually managed to get up over there in time.
RainBOW's doing a great job, by the way. It's right now it's 60 SCVs to 58, and RainBOW's actually in the lead there. RainBOW even getting a third orbital, which is awesome to see because an orbital is better than a planetary. Top, though, he's on the other side of the map, decides a planetary for his third is smarter.
This is bad news. He's in range of the command center. Orbital, excuse me. So that means that RainBOW's going to have to react. He cannot give up this position. He will be so behind if he does. How's he going to do it, though? I don't think there's any easy answer, really.
You know, he's got to get a Viking out, I think. Push these medevacs back a little bit. Use his high ground advantage.
He's got another army over here moving out.
Top supply is starting to get pretty scary. 172 against 141. And, I don't like how he did this. That was not a good choice. And Top doing insanity damage.
Oh my God, he's killed so much. And you know what? RainBOW actually is just going to lose that fight.
Yeah, that was not the way he should have went about engaging that. And now it's looking like he's dying everywhere at once. He's natural, under siege as well, both by siege tanks and Marines. If we look at his natural, we know he's about to say GG. He's 64, 62 supply against 152.
And there's actually a push. If we get a shot of the natural, please. That's still a GG. He pushed right in there.
So RainBOW going to the up and down matches.
RainBOW. You know, he's starting to get outclassed by these young players.
No one helped him find his Lucky Charms, man.
No. Ain't no pot of gold at the end of that RainBOW. You know what was there, Artosis? A siege tank. And it wasn't his. That's rough.
RainBOW's like, oh man, today was embarrassing.
I feel bad for the guy, actually. You know, he came in here looking pretty confident. His girlfriend's here in the audience right now. Came to support and play. Tough day for RainBOW, but, you know, RainBOW, I think, should end up bouncing back to the Code S.
I would
expect that.
Seems to be around that level to, you know, remain in Code S. He showed some great games in the GSTL. Tonight was not his night. I feel like he just had an off day.
Well, I mean, it happens to everybody.
That was some gross games. So we have, we have SC advancing as well as Top. So we're gonna have to see those two duke it out, as well as third, fourth place match. See their seeding into up and down matches from RainBOW and beyond.
You know, this is not the results I expected, to be totally honest. I really thought it was going to be beyond RainBOW. Which to me, it's fine that, you know, these other two guys got through, SC and Top. But, you know, SC, I think this guy's going to start getting more and more well-known as time passes.
Yeah,
he probably just got a lot
solid,
of
man. That's like, he just keeps on placing.
Yeah.
And eventually people have to look and be like, oh, this guy just keeps on placing.
Well, I think the general attitude about this guy before had been one that was like, oh, well, he's good. You know, be careful against him, but he'll eventually get down into Code A. You know, his team's not good enough. You know, his games aren't flashing up, but you know, sometimes stable orthodox play can be better than, you know, doing crazy stuff.
That's so true, Tasteless.
We're going to have a 2-minute break, so don't go too far away. Tasteless with me is Artosis, and this is the GSF.